Hey guys, Southerners are now speaking up. As Northerners says the oil in the south belongs to the north. So that means the north owns Nigeria. Then the Southerners, they don't come out and they talk, say, what kind of talk is that? What are they talking about? Okay, if the north claims that the oil in the south belongs to them, let this country be divided. Everybody go your region. Make use of your resources. Anyhow you get them, make use of it. Since the Northerners are now claiming that the oil in the south belongs to them, Nigerians should be divided. Let everybody go to their region. Yes, make use of your resources. That is what Southerners are now saying. Hello guys, this is going to be very, very interesting. Welcome back to Prospect Channels TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you're just joining us, please kindly subscribe to this channel and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. Whenever you hear certain pirates talking about the North, Parkway, they are bums who have no aboriginal stake in Nigeria, but have robbed, lied, and cheated their way into near total cornering of the national wealth for decades. They are people no one should meet or on waking up from bed or leaving the homestead. As Chinwe Achebe says, in a man of the people, they are so-faced who have stolen too much for the owner not to notice. They habitually speak of the North, but become tongue-tied when their people commit genocide in Plateau and Benue, and they are quick to make an Ilori person running for president away that they would not endorse Yoruba under any guise. They took up arms when Olusegun Obasanjo appointed persons from the Middle Belt as service chiefs in 1999, saying that the appointment did not favor the core North. Surely, their North does not include Lokoja or Jebe, a Yoruba kingdom whose chief has been treated with scorn for ages. They speak of Ilori culture without indicating what precisely this culture entails. They condone the terrorists who filled newborn babies to dogs. There is no country in the world that has ever prospered with the kind of ethnically insensitive and provocative structures that Nigerian parades. But that is perhaps no news. Some people have simply chosen to perpetually threaten fire and brimstones and bully others because of their God-given right. One lunatic openly called for the execution of the First Lady, Senator Remi Tinubu, a woman who has been married to her husband for decades on account of her religious learning. He was never arrested for this call, being apparently a protected breed. This week, playing semantic games occurred on a murderer's Hagami, Dr. Usman Bagaji, a former federal lawmaker and academic, doubled down on his claim that the North owns the oil in the South. Hear him. According to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the ownership of natural resources is vested in the Nigerian state itself. The idea that there is an oil-producing state is at variance with our Constitution. The idea that there is an oil, gold, or copper producing state is out of either ignorance or impunity. Ask the question. You made a claim that 98% of oil belongs to the North. This is how Bugaji replied. I did say that the oil belongs to the North. However, let me explain. As we know, the Constitution has made it very clear that oil and any other resources belong to the Federal Republic, yet you find some ignorant people talking about their oil. The amalgamation was between the North and the South, but people like Bugaji habitually use geopolitical zones, the southeast, the northeast, etc., when prevailing their infertile logic. Bugaji cannot even make up his mind. He says that the oil belongs to Nigeria, which is correct, going by the fraudulent law Nigeria operates. But he then goes on to adequate this Nigeria with the North. So, in his view, the North is the sole custodian of whatever belongs to Nigeria, like Abuja. So that means they own Nigeria. It is clever, isn't it, for Bugaji to speak of the constitution because it is in his hegemonic interest to do so. But even at that, his submission is utterly repugnant. If there are no oil-producing communities, then what is the Niger Delta Ministry, NDDC, and others about? So the people who eat crude oil in their fish, and ignorant for saying they own oil. Fun fact: the people Bugaji calls ignorant owned their oil before his forebearers were born. Besides, is Bugaji saying that the Niger Delta people need a law promulgated by military aventurists to tell them about the oil they have owned for decades? In Bugaji's demonic view, the North owns Niger Delta oil because it is no longer then the oil-producing communities, but the USA, a bigger than Texas, and it has never sought to rob that state of its oil wealth. Oil and gas production in the state of Texas is primarily regulated by the Texas Railroad Commission. Indeed, Dr. Bugaji shouldn't stop at claiming the Niger Delta oil for his North. He should also claim the bodies, the spirits, and the souls of the people. After all, the North essentially controls all blocks, and any Southern in Aso Rock is only a tenant. But let me sound it loud and clear. A Nigeria in which some people believe that they are born to lord it over others can never work. Nigerians waited 13 years for the PIB, but when it comes, the Senate under Ahmed allocated just 3% equity shareholding to the oil-producing communities, while setting aside 30% for oil exploration in the North. The Southern senators who collaborated with their Northern counterparts to execute such a declaration of war on the oil-producing communities, who have earned themselves everlasting damnation. Whatever they achieve in this life, they will end up being treated in the same shameful manner. They have treated their own people. They subchange the communities that have borne the burden of the exploration for ages. What a shameless bunch of rugas. Okay, guys. This is coming from Abiodun Awolaja. Okay. So, guys, what's your take on this? Let's hear from you. Kindly drop your comments below the comment section. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Please share this video, let it go viral. Let Nigerians understand what is happening in the Nigerian political landscape. Thank you.